The diamond analogy of friendship. Friendship is often compared to precious gems, rare and valuable. When asked about his lack of friends, a Stoic man once likened friendship to a diamond, elusive and precious. Friendships, he said, are rare treasures, valuable in their uniqueness, but often hidden among imitations. After making a few errors in judgment, it's easy to become disillusioned, to start believing that all friendships are merely illusions, just fakes. It's a sentiment many have felt when navigating through life, encountering connections that seem superficial or fleeting. Building on this perspective, another individual observed, "True friends are treasures to be held dear, but it's rare to find such connections." This raises an interesting question. What does it mean when you find yourself alone, in a world that seems to overflow with social connections? Does the absence of close friendships indicate something deeper, something inherent within ourselves? In this exploration, we'll dive into this delicate topic, understanding the nature of friendships, or the lack thereof. By looking at the complexities of modern social dynamics, we will try to uncover why so many people struggle with forming or maintaining friendships, especially in today's hyper-connected yet emotionally distant world. However, remember this, not having a sea of friends does not diminish your worth. Sometimes it's not about quantity, but finding that one true gem of a friendship. Join us as we delve into the challenges of forming meaningful connections, exploring the root causes, and most importantly, unveiling practical Stoic steps to foster authentic friendships. In this video, I'll explore the true benefits of solitude through the lens of Stoicism and explain what genuine friendship really is. Stay tuned for each key highlight. 1. The nature of friendship. Friendships, like diamonds, are forged under pressure and stand the test of time. In the eyes of a Stoic, friendship is something valuable, but not something to be pursued out of desperation or need. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once remarked that life is about accepting the things to which fate binds us. In this view, relationships and friendships are part of life's journey, but they are not essential to our happiness or fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that personal contentment comes from within, and relying too much on external factors, including friendships, can lead to disappointment. The rarity of true friendship is one of its most beautiful qualities. In a world where connections are often shallow or transactional, finding a friend who truly understands you can feel like striking gold. These relationships, built on mutual respect, trust, and shared values, are incredibly rewarding. They are like a lighthouse during life's storms, providing guidance, support, and a sense of belonging. But why are these relationships so rare? Modern society tends to commodify friendship, placing more value on the number of connections than their depth. Social media platforms encourage a superficial sense of connection. Likes, comments, and follows replace meaningful conversations and shared experiences. In a world where we are constantly connected, true friendship often gets lost in the noise. To a Stoic, this is not surprising. Friendship, like all things of value, requires effort, patience, and sincerity. It cannot be rushed or forced. It's a slow process of building trust, sharing experiences, and allowing mutual respect to grow organically. As Seneca once said, "There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with." Yet finding that person requires navigating a world full of imitations and illusions. 2. The impact of shyness and introversion. Many people struggle with forming deep friendships due to personality traits, such as shyness or introversion. In a society that often rewards extroversion, the ability to socialize effortlessly, speak confidently, and network with ease, those who are more reserved may feel left behind. However, Stoicism offers a different perspective on these traits. Rather than viewing shyness or introversion as flaws, Stoics encourage us to embrace our nature and use it to our advantage. Marcus Aurelius whispered through time, "Accept the things to which fate binds you." Your introversion is not a flaw, it's a quiet power. By accepting your nature, you break free from the chains of societal expectations, the what-ifs and should-bes that pressure you into being something you're not. This self-acceptance is your armor in a bustling world of social interaction. making you unshakable in your quiet confidence. Picture yourself at a gathering. You feel the familiar tug of shyness, that hesitation to engage in conversations with strangers. Here's where Stoicism shines. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our words, our kindness, not on how others perceive us or the final outcome of our efforts. When you speak, do it not to impress, but to express. This shift in focus, from fear of judgment to the authenticity of your words, lightens the load. Conversations become less about the fear of saying the wrong thing and more about a genuine exchange of ideas. Stoicism teaches that friendships are not trophies to be won, but gardens to be nurtured. Like a sculptor chiseling away at stone to reveal a masterpiece, you too can shape your social world, carving out meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. 3. Trust issues in friendships. Trust is a fundamental aspect of any relationship, and yet for many, it is a significant barrier. It's like walking a tightrope, balancing your own values with the unpredictability of others. Trust, unlike superficial connections, isn't something to be given away freely. It must be earned piece by piece over time. In today's world, where betrayal and deceit can seem commonplace, building trust can feel like an impossible task. However, Stoicism offers guidance here as well. Begin by understanding yourself. What makes you tick, what scares you, and what you value. Being clear about who you are and what you stand for is like having a compass in the wilderness of relationships. It helps you decide when to open the door to someone and when to keep it shut. Just as a tree stands firm because it knows its roots, you must know your values. This self-knowledge acts as your anchor in the ever-changing tides of human connections. People like seasons change. Someone who seems trustworthy today may betray your trust tomorrow. This isn't a call to build walls around your heart, but to accept that the only constant in life is change. When trust is broken, Stoicism teaches us not to view it as the end of the world, but as an opportunity for growth. Rather than becoming bitter or cynical, use the experience to learn and grow stronger. Be like water, adapting and flowing, yet always true to your nature. Open, honest communication is the best tool for navigating trust issues. If doubts arise, talk about them. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, things become clearer. Difficult conversations can often turn a misunderstanding into a moment of clarity, strengthening the bonds of friendship. 4. Navigating the lack of social opportunities. In modern life, the lack of friends often stems not from a lack of meeting people, but from not engaging with the world around us. Our phones buzz with notifications, yet our hearts yearn for real connections. Volunteering in your community, for example, isn't just about helping others. It's a gateway to meeting souls who care about the same things you do. Imagine yourself planting trees with strangers. Each shared task is like a thread, weaving you into the social fabric of your community. These actions not only contribute to the greater good, but also offer opportunities for genuine connection. The Stoic virtue of contributing to something bigger than yourself reflects this. By engaging in meaningful activities, you find companions who share your values and vision. Similarly, shared knowledge and passions can serve as fertile ground for friendships. Workshops, seminars, and events related to your profession or hobbies are more than just professional growth opportunities. They're places where friendships can blossom. When you are surrounded by those who speak the same language as you, conversations flow more easily. You may find that your professional growth and personal connections go hand in hand. But social opportunities aren't confined to structured events. Embrace the great outdoors as your social canvas. Group activities like hiking, biking, or even group yoga aren't just for physical health. They're catalysts for connection. When you strip away the formalities of typical social settings, you allow genuine connections to bloom. In all of these spaces, Stoicism reminds us to practice gratitude for the world around us and the people who share these moments with us. It's not about having a multitude of friends, but about cherishing the connections that truly matter. The influence of modern technology and social media. In the digital age, where connections are more virtual than ever before, forming meaningful friendships can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. Technology, for all its benefits, has fundamentally altered the way we interact with each other. Social media platforms, messaging apps, and virtual hangouts create the illusion of constant connection. Yet, these interactions often lack depth, leaving people feeling more isolated than ever. Consider the Stoic philosophy in this context. Technology, like any tool, can be used for good or ill. The question is, how do you use it? Stoicism emphasizes control over one's reactions and behaviors, reminding us that we cannot blame technology for our loneliness. Rather, it's how we engage with these platforms that shapes our social experience. If we use social media as a means to compare ourselves to others, chase approval through likes, or foster shallow connections, it's no wonder we feel empty. The Stoic mindset encourages us to focus on quality over quantity, meaningful, intentional interactions over fleeting digital engagements. Imagine a scenario. You scroll through your social media feed, seeing others living seemingly perfect lives, filled with friends, parties, and adventures. The inevitable comparison creeps in. Why don't I have that many friends? Why am I not included in these gatherings? Here, Stoicism offers a powerful tool: detachment. Epictetus, a famed Stoic philosopher, reminds us that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. When we see others' curated lives online, we are not seeing reality, but an edited version of it. Recognizing this helps to detach from the feelings of inadequacy that social media often stirs up. Instead of letting technology dominate your social interactions, use it mindfully. For example, rather than endlessly scrolling through a sea of content, make an effort to reach out to one person in a meaningful way. A thoughtful message, a phone call, or even scheduling a virtual coffee chat can turn an impersonal platform into a tool for real connection. Stoicism teaches us to be deliberate in our actions, and this applies to the digital world as much as it does to the physical one. However, Stoicism also teaches the importance of solitude. It's crucial to balance time spent online with time spent reflecting, reading, or engaging in activities that nourish the soul. The Stoics believe that too much reliance on external validation, whether from people or platforms, leads to unhappiness. Instead, focus on cultivating inner peace and let technology be an enhancement, not the core of your social life. 6. Self-worth and internal validation. One of the most profound challenges when navigating friendships, or the lack thereof, is the impact it can have on your self-worth. Many people tie their sense of value to the number of friends they have, equating their social circle with their personal worth. If you don't have many friends, does that make you less valuable as a person? Here, Stoicism provides powerful wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm where we can always find refuge." This philosophy reminds us that true self-worth does not come from external factors, such as how many friends we have, but from within. We must cultivate our own sense of value, independent of others' perceptions or the number of people around us. Imagine yourself walking through a park, alone. The world around you is bustling with activity. Friends laughing, families bonding, groups chatting. But instead of feeling isolated, you take this moment to reflect on your own journey. You realize that your worth is not determined by the people around you, but by the peace you find within yourself. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, finding contentment from within. A lack of friends doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Rather, it's an opportunity for self-discovery, for deepening your relationship with yourself. When you cultivate self-worth that isn't dependent on others, you become free. Free from the pressure to fit in, free from the fear of rejection, and free to be yourself. This inner strength also makes you more attractive as a friend. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence and self-acceptance. By focusing on your own growth, by cultivating kindness, wisdom, and peace within yourself, you become the kind of person others want to be around. In this way, Stoicism teaches us that friendship begins with the self. You must first be your own best friend before you can form meaningful connections with others. Treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and understanding that you would offer to a friend. When you do this, friendships will naturally follow, as they will be based on mutual respect and shared values, rather than a need for external validation. 7. Navigating the end of friendships. All relationships, no matter how strong, are subject to the ebb and flow of life. Friendships can end for many reasons: distance, personal growth, misunderstandings, or simply the natural drifting apart that happens over time. For many, the end of a friendship can be a source of deep pain and confusion. What did I do wrong? Could I have saved the friendship? Stoicism offers a unique perspective on loss, whether it's the loss of a friendship or any other kind of loss. Epictetus reminds us that some things are up to us and some things are not. Friendships, like all things in life, are impermanent. People change, circumstances change, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, friendships fade. Rather than dwelling on what could have been or blaming yourself for the end of a friendship, Stoicism encourages acceptance. Understand that the end of a friendship does not diminish its value. The time you spent together, the experiences you shared, and the growth you experienced are all part of your journey. The Stoic approach to life is to accept what cannot be changed and to focus on what you can control, your response. When a friendship ends, take it as a moment for reflection. What did you learn from the friendship? How did it help you grow? Even the most painful experiences can teach us valuable lessons. Stoicism teaches that adversity is a catalyst for growth. The end of a friendship, though difficult, can push you toward deeper self-understanding and resilience. Moreover, Stoicism reminds us to practice gratitude. Rather than focusing on the loss, shift your mindset to appreciate the time you had with that person. Gratitude helps ease the pain of separation and allows you to move forward with peace, knowing that all things in life are temporary, including friendships. 8. Building friendships through common interests and activities. A key aspect of building friendships is finding common ground. Friendships are often formed around shared interests, hobbies, and passions. Whether it's a love for sports, art, literature, or a particular cause, these commonalities create a foundation for deeper connection. Imagine joining a group dedicated to one of your passions, be it a book club, a hiking group, or a volunteer organization. You're surrounded by people who share your enthusiasm, and conversations flow naturally. This shared interest is the seed from which a friendship can grow. Over time, these interactions can evolve into deeper relationships, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. Stoicism encourages us to seek out meaningful activities, not just for the sake of forming friendships, but because they enrich our lives. By engaging in activities that align with our values and passions, we naturally attract like-minded people. These are the people with whom we can form genuine connections, based on more than just surface-level interactions. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is living in accordance with nature. In the context of friendships, this means forming relationships that are natural, not forced. Friendships that are based on shared interests and values are more likely to endure because they are rooted in something meaningful. They are like strong trees, grounded in fertile soil, capable of withstanding the storms of life. So if you're struggling to find friends, start by looking inward. What are your passions? What activities bring you joy? By pursuing these interests, you not only enrich your own life, but you also open the door to meeting others who share your enthusiasm. And when you do meet these people, approach them with the Stoic virtues of kindness, patience, and openness, knowing that true friendships take time to develop. The path to authentic friendships. In conclusion, the Stoic path to friendship is one of patience, self-awareness, and acceptance. True friendships are rare and precious, and they cannot be forced. They grow naturally, over time, through shared experiences, trust, and mutual respect. Stoicism teaches us that our worth is not determined by the number of friends we have, but by the quality of our relationships, and most importantly, our relationship with ourselves. By focusing on our own growth, by cultivating inner peace, and by living in accordance with our values, we become the kind of people who attract meaningful friendships. Remember, friendships are not about quantity, but quality. The friends who truly matter are those who accept us for who we are, who support us in our growth, and who challenge us to be better. These friendships, though rare, are worth the wait. And even if they take time to find, the Stoic teaches us that the journey itself is valuable, for it is through the search for friendship that we come to know ourselves. Embrace your journey. Accept the friendships you have. Let go of those that no longer serve you, and continue to cultivate the virtues that make you a worthy friend. In time, the right friendships will come, like diamonds discovered in the rough. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like it, and share it with friends who might benefit from it.